An audible here to get a new look. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
2nd and 10.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Home troops right. Go, go.
Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. But a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Jets, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Hardman on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Flip 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets nothing.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Rodgers to throw once more. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard.
stop short of the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good for the Jets. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New York.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play action. It's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Jets! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returnable here for Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On play action, now Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On second down, Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Anthony Schwartz, 45 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Returnable here for Davis. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he's got this down to the 35.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
59, 59. Hey, go Lion. Hey, go orange. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 2, Herbert.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 75 yards. And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell it, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything...
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And the Chargers 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jets 35. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Nicole Hardman.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
52. Jets 42.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And fighting down inside the 25. And he's taken it all the way back for a return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive drive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score. Chargers 52. Jets 49.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert. That is intercepted. And running with power here. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing, Herbert. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers throwing here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Well, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets,
They run their mark.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. In the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. It ain't gonna be real quick. Ain't gonna stop till my net worth millions. Going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with